Our top story, health officials are looking into possible loopholes in the distribution of free ivermectin and prescriptions of the anti-parasitic drug in Quezon City yesterday. The health department says it will ask the Professional Regulation Commission to look into the release of prescriptions that are reported to be that were reported to have been haphazardly done. The agency also asking those who receive the drug and prescription to call their PRC, the PRC, or the Food and Drug Administration for any adverse reaction. We now go above and beyond the headlines with one of the doctors who gave away those prescriptions yesterday, Dr. IGGY. Dr. Agbayani, thank you very much for joining us this evening. So can we clarify po right away, the reason kung bakit, isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit napaka-controversial yung nangyari kahapon sa Quezon City is because of the prescriptions on yung sinasabing bond paper lang, tapos walang pangalan ng doktor, walang professional license number, at walang ibang mga detalye. Pero kayo po, Doc Agbayani, you issue prescriptions upon seeing the patients, and you did put your name, your license number, etc.
Yes po, Pia, thank you for inviting me here. First of all, we prescribed ivermectin, and it's controversial because, as you know, FDA has been saying it is not a registered drug, but we can actually prescribe off-label, and this came from the FDA itself. So there's nothing wrong with prescribing off-label, but of course, they say unregistered drug should not be given. However, we prescribe doon po sa lugar na yun, ang meron kami, yung tinatawag na compounded ivermectin. So that is legal. So I think they're just looking for loopholes just to try to harass us and things like that. Kasi for example, they want to complain to the PRC. Did you know that one of the doctors there is part of the PRC board?
Hi again, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Ito na naman po si Richard Solomon of my YouTube channel, Cha and My Narratives and The Stroke Survivor. Kapapanood nyo lang po, I cut the video and inserted it here in my vlogs. Ito yung tungkol sa the Department of Health and FDA sees loopholes on the distribution of ivermectin that was done, I think, or conducted like about 2 days ago by Congressman Mike DEFENSOR and Congressman MARCOLETA, together with Dr. IGGY, no, one of the premier advocate of ivermectin in the Philippines, among others. Now, this is actually a reaction vlog. Eto, ng issue na to, na about yung sinasabi na namang loopholes of the ivermectin pantry, as they call it now, no? Alam nyo, as much as possible, when I created my YouTube channel, a number of things that I don't want to get my channel to get into, among other things, hindi ko po sasabihin lahat, is number one is to do away with politics, no? I don't want my vlogs, my channel to be political. Although I have my stand, of course, I don't know kung alam na iba, hindi ko pa masyado sinasabi, but I have my stand. I don't want to say it here, but I have people in the government that I really support, and of course, number one na dyan is yung presidente natin. I support the president. Now, I don't want to be political, but recently, especially this one and the recent news, the issues on COVID in our country is becoming very personal to me now. Aside from the fact that some of my classmates even died of COVID, some of my friends were infected and got hospitalized because of COVID. Luckily, they survived, but some of the relatives of my batchmates, friends, have been hospitalized and have died too. because of COVID. And everywhere in the Philippines, not only globally, so many are still being infected and are dying. Now, reflecting on this sinasabing loopholes on ivermectin, I just really don't understand why the Department of Health, why the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, are making it very, very complicated. When these things actually are very simple things. You know, kasi ako po, nanggaling po ako sa private sector, no? I've never involved and have employed myself to government employment, no? I've never done that. For the reason that bata pa ako, nasa kolehiyo pa, especially when I was already in the college, hindi pa ako nag-graduate, I have decided already not to get myself into the government. Why? This is public knowledge, no? Nothing that I will say here is new. We know for a fact that time and again, the government, not exactly the whole national government, especially na lang sa mga agencies, government agencies, well, they're into their personal interest, unfortunately, sad to say, and yeah, there's too much bureaucracy and corruption. Just to put it plain and simple. I won't be naming names here, no? But itong hindi ko maintindihan. Ito lang ang dapat ma-realize ng mga nasa government agencies na to eh. Department of Health and FDA. I don't want to name you even kung sino yung mga head dyan. You know yourselves, kayo yung mga head dyan, no? Ito lang dapat yung isipin palagi. If you are really in the interest of the whole Filipino people and the interest of our country, for the benefit of our country and our Filipino people, hindi to magiging complicated eh. Bakit? Si Congressman Mike Defensor, Congressman Marcoleta, and Dr. AGBAYANI, ano ba interest nila? Para makatulong. Ano ba talagang issue natin una-una? Ang issue natin is to make a resolution, finally, to resolve this problem na matlabanan natin ang COVID sa Pilipinas at maiwasan na yung mga marami namamatay na mga Pilipino, no? Pangalawa, ano ba talaga yung pinaka-goal natin or objective natin? Hindi ba para to prevent and to prevent further infections among Filipino people and to prevent further the deaths of our Filipino people with this virus? Yun naman talaga eh. So why would things be very complicated? You are the ones making things very complicated. Alam mo ang resolution ko dyan? Ako, I'm a private practitioner, no? Just a private person. I do not hold any position in the government. And I don't know much of people in the government, to be honest. Simpleng tao lang po ako eh. Alam niyo ang resolution dyan? Why not sit down with Congressman Defensor, with Congressman Marcoleta, with Dr. IGGY, among other advocates of ivermectin or other drugs for that matter, maybe although new, para for the prevention and treatment of COVID? Sit down with them. Kung inaakala nyo you have all the intellect and solution for this, sit down with them. Make a guideline together with these people para ma-resolve po itong issues natin. What Congressman Defensor and Marcoleta and IGGY are doing are for the interest are for the national interest, are for the Filipino people. Anong masama doon? Tapos titirahin nyo pa sa PRC, pati itong mga doktor na tumutulong. Ano yun? Alam niyo, ang problema talaga is ang tataas ng ihi nyo. Ang tataas ng ihi nyo. Masyado nyo ginigiit kayo, yung head ng Department of Health. Kami yung FDA head. Kami ang masusunod dito. Yun eh. There's too much bureaucracy, too much power in you na pinapamukha nyo sa mga tao, and it doesn't solve any of our problems with COVID. No? I don't even want to mention your personal interest, whatever it is. Gusto nyo magpayaman o ano. No? Nasa sa inyo na yun. Bahala ng Diyos sa inyo, sumingil sa inyo balang araw. Pero ang sinasabi ko, ano yung national interest natin? Ano ba talaga ang gusto nating ma-resolve? Ano ba yung sinabi sa inyo ng presidente para i-resolve? Pinapatulong na nga pati DOST to make clinical trials. Wala tayong clinical trials. There's no substantial. Di gumawa kayo ng mga clinical trials. Start it now. Diba? Yun ang gusto nyo? Sige, umpisa nyo na. And it could start from these things that Congressman DEFENSOR, yung mga in MARCOLETA, yung mga mambabatas natin, umpisahan nyo sa mga ginagawa nila. Tulungan nyo sila. You sit down with them and formulate a specific guidelines on how you would do these things in accordance to law. Mahirap bang gawin yun? Alam nyo, kahit sino sa private, mga brilliant private practitioners dyan, mga managers ng mga malaking kumpanya, they can even do things that you do even far better. Honestly, marami dyan na nasa private sector who has brilliant minds and great management skills that can do things better than you, but they did not involve themselves just like me in the government. Why? Because there's too much bureaucracy and red tape. We don't want to involve ourselves with those kind of things. Ako nga civil service eligible na ako. Third year college pa lang ako. I already took the civil service exam. I just took it, no? See if I can pass it. Dahil pwede naman daw pala mag-take. And I passed it. But mind you, hindi ko nagamit yung civil service eligibility na yun ever since, because bago pa ako graduate sa college, I already had this in mind that I will not involve myself in the government. Why? Because I don't want to be labeled, no, as this and that. Alam nyo na yun. Kasi mas maganda na sa akin yung mga sabi ko, naisip ko makakatulong rin naman ako sa even on the private practice. And again, going back, things are very simple. Sabi nga may kasabihan nga simple lang daw ang buhay. Huwag nyo nang gawing komplikado pa. And you people there in these government agencies that I've aforementioned are making things very complicated, because kaya lang naman yung ginagawang komplikado dahil because it's not running the way things are run, these lawmakers wanted is not of your personal interest. Yun lang yung nakikita ko dun That's why it's becoming complicated, no? And I only hope that this vlog of mine will be mapanood ng mga ng mga pati dyan, mapanood nyo kayo ng mga nari sa gobyerno at sila congressman na DEFENSOR, Congressman MARCOLETA, sila Dr. IGGY. I support these people because they are not after their personal interest. Kitang-kita ng mga tao yun. Hindi sila after to sa ang dami na nga namamatay sa atin. I only hope that you in the government agencies will not happen to any of your families yung mga nangyari sa mga tao ngayon. Ako, ayoko rin mangyari yan sa pamilya ko. That's why it's getting personal and I'm getting emotional right now, because honestly, it's really killing us. Gusto ba natin maging extinct sa mundo? Itong Pilipinas? Maging extinct? Mga ano? Is it possible na ma-extinct ang mga tao rito sa atin? Yes! Dahil sa personal na interest nyo. All that Mike Defensor and Congressman Marcoleta and the advocates like AGBAYANI, Dr. AGBAYANI are doing is to help. Yun lang. So bakit hindi nyo upuan together with them? Sit with them. Work with them. And goddamn, this problem of ours, COVID, will be resolved. I promise you. Immediately. Immediately. May kasabihan nga sa English eh. If you think you can, and if you think you can't, you are both right. Pag sinabi nyo hindi mangyayari, hindi ito mariresolba, talagang wala mariresolba. Pero pag sinabi nyo mariresolba, and you sit with them, these people, these very good young people, Mike Defensor, Congressman Marcoleta, Dr. Iggy Ignacio, if you work with them, our problems will be resolved. I promise you. At matutuwa sa inyo mga tao dahil mariresolve ang mga problema natin. Nakakatakot, no? That's why it's becoming very personal to me right now. That's why I do this every day now. Dahil ayoko merong mga mawala sa mga membro ng pamilya ko dahil sa COVID. Although nasa abroad sila. Everyday people are dying. Kaya huwag niyong iuuna yung personal na interest niyo. Anyway, I only hope this gets through you, through this, mamano to ng lahat ng tao. Please spread this, please share this. Madali lang to eh. Diyos ko. Kahit sinong nasa magaling na manager sa mga pribadong upo niya, paupuin nyo dyan na walang personal interest. Kung gano'n siya ka-pure, madaling ma-resolve itong mga problema natin sa COVID. I just really don't understand why you people make things complicated. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm getting emotional because it's really affecting me every day. No? I'm a stroke survivor. Huwag naman sana itong maging dahilan para third base pa ako. No? I know God put me here to do these things. If this would be a part of my mission in life or my second life, and I will do it. I will not be afraid of people who tell me to stop what I say or do. Wala naman ako pinapangalanan. But you know yourselves. No? So with this, pasensya na po kayo. I'm just a common karaniwan tao. No? So, but I hope this will get through. And Congressman Mike Defensor, Congressman Marcoleta, Dr. Iggy Agbayani, and anyone who's an advocate of ivermectin and other drugs na makakatulong dyan, I am with you all the way. So, those in the government agencies, please make up. Wake up. Help. Sit down with all of these people. And let's do it all together. Work together. With that, this is Richard Solomon of My Cha and My Narrative saying, peace, God bless, and love one another, more so your families. Bye for now. Thank you.